You mentioned Coach Holbrook a little bit just a second ago, and I want to get your take on just Coach. And obviously, we know what happened after the 2017 season with him stepping down or whatever. And obviously, he's doing great things now at College of Charleston. But your overall relationship with him, all the guys I've chatted with have said, he was a stand-up guy. And obviously, he was a major part of those back-to-back national championship teams. And for whatever reason, it just didn't work out or whatever. But your overall relationship with Chad Holbrook when you were a player and currently.
Yeah. So, as a player, it kind of grew, obviously, from freshman until when I was a junior. He'd pull me aside and be like, "Hey, you're our guy, no matter what it's going to be." When we're trying to fight and scratch to win a couple of those games, it's just like, "Hey, you're going to be the one that's going to go win. We want you with the ball. We're gonna ride." And that kind of trust for a coach to do that, it meant the world to me. Like I said, there's 2 or 3 in there where I wish I did more. From a player to coach relationship, it can't get much better than that. Especially, you're talking about South Carolina at SEC school. It's not like it's your local, like University of Richmond. Not to throw shade on University of Richmond, a great program and one that I probably would have played for if they wanted me. But it's a big school, and
right.
To have that relationship meant the world. And obviously now, we remain friends, and we talk very often, and he knows that I feel very strongly about everything that he's done for me. I mean, like I said, he gave me an opportunity to play for South Carolina when, Virginia Tech when they gave me an opportunity to play for them. And it was pretty much down to a service academy.
So do you still have that chip on your shoulder? Like, you guys didn't offer me. Like, how dare you?
No,
it doesn't bother you.
I try to think about it though. I really don't think my career would have worked out the way it did if I ended up there. So I just, I'm very appreciative that I went somewhere that was new, that was accustomed to winning, and it forced me to adopt that program and that way of thinking and change essentially my body and everything about how I pitch. So, and mentally, you had to be stronger. So, there's not really a chip there. It's just, I think I recognize that, things happen for a reason.
Yeah. Great perspective. Great perspective. Like you said, everything does happen for a reason. And obviously it all culminated with you being drafted 5th round of the 2017 MLB draft by the Chicago White Sox, the team you're still currently with. Just talk about that day, man. Getting the call, obviously that's what you fight for. That's what you dream about when you're a little kid, and you get that call from the White Sox taken in the 5th round. What was that like for you? What was that moment?
It was special. I was able to watch it with my family and a couple of my best friends here at my house. And, obviously, selfishly, I would have liked to been drafted a little bit higher. But, the way it went with the shortened season because of my injuries, just teams couldn't take a risk.
Right.
But, I just remember, coming from a pretty ordinarily athletic family with no really collegiate athletes, to be able to do what I did and get drafted where I did. If you told me that when I was in high school, I would have took it 100%. And it was a proud moment. So came a long way to get to that day. And I've been trying to prove them right ever since. So we're still on that journey.